5 million horrors beyond human comprehension are about to launch an invasion of Earth's historical armies. We're talking about Nazguls from Lord of the Rings, Frankenstein's monster, Siren Heads, Pennywise, as well as multiple other horror monsters launching an invasion of Earth's armies. To combat 5 million enemies, Earth's armies are comprised of every historical army, including British Redcoats, Mongolian soldiers, Crusader, Templar Knights, World War II US Shermans, modern US Army soldiers, Roman, Centurion Guards, Legionnaires, Catapults, Samurai, World War I trench soldiers, and many more. Can the Earth armies defend against horrors from beyond on this Halloween? If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below what you're dressing up as for Halloween, if you're dressing up at all. Either way, let's get into this thing. Right, lads, pressing start right here, and Pennywise gets a fistful of bullets right there. That's right, the It Clown is getting torn asunder. Now, It in this game does not have a ton of health. However, his swings with his meaty paws can pretty much one-tap any enemy on the opposite side. And we saw that with a number of British soldiers getting absolutely decimated when the It ended up getting to the front lines there. We've also got Frankenstein's monster coming up and tearing it up against some of these redcoats as well. They themselves have a bit more health, so as you can see, the musket line fire is not ripping through as many of them as it is the Its, but they do take a few more swings to actually get any kills against said redcoats, so it's not quite as good. Now, all the way back here is when those Siren Heads will be getting on forward, and someone the other day commented that we hadn't seen Siren Heads in quite some time, so I figured, let's get them on the battlefield, baby. Now, the British Redcoats are all alone in the front until this point where Mongolian soldiers join them. So, these will be doubled up lines, meaning that the enemy, the horror monsters, end up having to take on both Mongolians and Redcoats simultaneously. Hopefully, that makes it so the Redcoats can live a little bit longer on this part of the battlefield against so many monsters coming at them. We also over here have some of the Ghostface killers coming on in. Now, canonically, there's a bunch of Ghostface killers, including Matthew Lillard, who is one of my favorite actors. But this is taking it to next level, the number of Ghostface. This is ridiculous. Plus Pennywise. It's a little goofy, but I wanted to do something fun for the Halloween spirit, baby. Either way, the Redcoats chomping at the bit to slice through a number of these monsters. But I wouldn't be too excited because I think their line will be going down pretty soon here. Albeit, they've already gotten about 150,000 kills, which is really fantastic at this rate against the 5 million enemies. Then back here, above the lava moat, everything is spooky about this battle. We've got our Sherman tanks from World War II. We have 200 of them on the bridge here. And only the front ones are currently spamming fire out against the monsters. But as we go further back, these other ones should start firing as well. Whoa! Okay, I forgot this map is a little glitchy. We do have our Templar Knights out here, and these guys have 500 health, so they're not super strong, but they're not super weak. They're just kind of mid-tier. The Catapults back here will hopefully do a good job. The Romans have a lot more health, I believe. I just need to get one. No, these are all Catapults I keep selecting. Give me a Roman! Give me a Roman! There we go, 2,000 health. So the Romans are pretty powerful, which is great. We should also have archers. Bro, where'd the archers go, though? Okay, well, here are World War I trench soldiers, and there's the archers with them. Okay, excellent. Then back here, we have M1A2 Abrams, Spartan warriors, and modern U.S. Army soldiers. We are stacked with historical Earth armies here. Some of the most famous historical armies of all time, having to defend against horrors of beyond belief. Absolutely crazy, boyos. I am very excited about this, and the battle is just getting started right now with the Redcoats waning. However, they do still have some Mongolians with them, fighting away before it turns into a Templar Knight sword and shield fest. Why don't we go ahead and watch this choke point here getting attacked for a bit. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. And the Redcoat line gets pretty much butchered right there. And there's Siren Heads off in the distance, beginning to make it to the front lines, although it's good to see that actually the Sherman fire is making them spaz out and twirl around. These guys have 660,000 health. Oh my god. Wait, is it that, or is it? Yeah, it is. I thought it might have been 66,000. No, it's 660,000. Oh, goodness gracious. It's a very good thing that these guys are getting torn apart by Sherman fire, although it's doing almost no damage to them right now. But the fact that it is making them flip out like that is a very good thing for our defenders. Now, on top... Oh no. Oh, throw him in the lava. Throw him in the lava. Stop sending him further back. Oh, he's tearing up our lines. Look at... You can see the path he took backwards. Did you throw him in the lava? Hey, yo. Is he down here somewhere? I can't, I don't know if he's down there. Okay, I don't know if that's an insta-death if you get tossed down there, or if it's like a slow death. I'm not totally sure. Oh, there's randoms dying down here. Wait, hold on. Can I lava jump down here? No. Oh yeah, you can see there's a few troops falling down there and dying, but I have no idea what side they're on, to be honest, because these guys are all static. Oh, that's where he is. I think he was throwing them off and they're landing down there. Okay, at least he's down here trapped for now. And maybe if he gets back up, the catapults and the Shermans will continue to pepper him with fire. Yeah, catapults are hitting him, so that's good. Oh, Lord, there's more. Oh, no. Okay, this is not very good. Okay, they're getting up here now, and they're not spazzing out as much as they were. Okay, good. Yes, Shermans, spam fire. Spam as much fire as humanly possible. Oh, God, keep him twirling. Don't let him stand up and get hits down, okay? Just keep him twirling. Keep it twirly, baby. Keep it twirly. That's what we need to see. Sherman spam. All right, he's going back to the catapults now. Oh, wow. Oh, I almost feel bad for this Siren Head. He is getting tossed. He is getting his salad tossed. Look at him go. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Can I snipe him and see? No, I got a Japanese samurai. Oh, he's at like half health, so it is kind of working. And there we go. There's the Brits firing at him, along with catapults, along with archer fire. Gorgeous. He'll probably die pretty soon. Now, the bad news is there's 10,000 of them on the battlefield. Yeah. Luckily, they're very spaced out, and it seems like the Siren Heads aren't really able to get a lot of shots in, and also a lot of them are falling off the edge, which is great. What about our friend over here? Oh, he got a new friend with him. Cute. Very cute. Okay, so it's not abysmal. and they're still holding, but things are precarious to say the very least. All right, we're at 4 million remaining enemies. Not bad. Or is that 4? Yeah, I think it's 407. So 4,700,000, I think. I think that's because the Shermans and stuff do splash damage, so not every single one is going to count as an exact kill. The reason I'm questioning what it is, because at the top right, my recording software has an overlay that's translucent, so it's very hard to read the numbers. But I can see that there's 300,000 defenders remaining out of the 400,000 that they started with, so that's pretty good. All right, why don't we go ahead and watch the bridge assault happening with the Siren Heads. We'll do a close-up one here, because I think they'll last for at least a bit here against these Siren boys. Okay, maybe this was too many Siren Heads. Luckily, a lot of them are getting thrown off, which is good. I'm just not totally sure, like, what is happening. Oh. They have so much health, they're able to survive in the lava for a while, it looks like. But I think they will eventually die from the burning. Like, are they losing health? Yes, they are. Slowly but surely, they're burning up in the lava. So that's good. That actually might be the best play for these guys, is instead of just rolling them back here, which is what's happening right now, just have them thrown into the lava and have them trapped down there and burned to death. That would probably be the best plan. They've made it a little bit onto the bridge. It's definitely slightly disconcerting. It's not the greatest situation, but it's also not horrible. You know, they've taken out a solid number of Templars and a few Shermans. Shermans, like that one right there, just disappear when they die, unlike other tanks in this game that actually, like, have a death animation. It's really stupid, but it is what it is. So we're not going to be able to see the Shermans when they're dead, but rest assured, they're dead. So why don't we go ahead and watch back here the catapults and then the Shermans defending the bridge from these oncoming Siren Heads and other monsters and things like that. Oh, this Siren Head actually got a bit of a foothold. Uh-oh. This catapult is not managing to flip him around like the other ones were able to. I wonder why. Oh, there we go. Sherman kind of sparked the thing, and now he's fine to his death. So that's good. There's at least 100 of them down there. So if they just do that to the remainder, they're good. It's just a matter of if they can do that to the remainder. All right, let's go ahead and watch the bridge assault in time-lapse formation. One of my cats shoved the mouse upward, so we didn't get the greatest angle, but it was still in frame, so I'll take it. Either way, they continue to blow these guys up, sending them to the pit of doom beneath. You kind of have to awkwardly glitch it to see inside the lava, but then you can, and there's a lot of them down here. I just really hope they do not find a way back up, and they just die down here. I see actually a couple of their bodies dead. Not many, but a few. A few. So that's good. Oh, let's check over here as well. And yeah, there's a bunch down here as well. Very nice. Love to see. Again, I see a couple of their bodies. Not many. Not many. Some of these guys are fresh. Oh, that's because I selected one of them up here. Okay. And there's still a few kind of getting wigged out over this way, getting glitched. And they're actually tearing up some catapults and some soldiers over here. Oh, we've got some fully dead ones. Wow. They must have been defeated by the catapults themselves. This one, I think, is stuck. Yeah. Okay. Crazy stuff still going on the battlefield. Sherman's still doing a good job of pushing them away, which is important. Let's do a bit more of an overhead time-lapse this time, a little farther away to watch them coming in. And of course, we have to remember there's all of the smaller units on the battlefield still too, who are getting stopped in their tracks by the Shermans, by the Templar Knights, which are helping, although they're taking much more of a beating on the ground, I will say. They're not having as good of a time, and many of them are getting tossed into the lava, and luckily they'll just burn to death before the Siren Heads get their brains eaten or whatever they're gonna do to them with those big old buck teeth that these guys have. Look at those things! Wow. But at the very least, the bridge is holding nicely. Losses are mounting for both sides. 289,000 defenders remain. 3.2 million attackers. Well, more like 3.3. 3.29, but, you know, whatever. Which is, they've taken 700,000 losses since the last time we checked in, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if the Siren Heads are actually maybe hindering them, because it's preventing more of a surge from these guys. And it's also, the Siren Heads are knocking around a ton of these units. So anytime a Templar Knight is unfortunate enough to get like tossed into the middle ground, you'll notice all the Frankensteins, it's Ghostface killers. There's also robotic clowns in here. Ah, here we go. Robotic killer clowns. There's one. I think they have like 3,000 health. And then, of course, there's the Nazgul as well, although I don't think they're on the front lines just yet. They should be getting here pretty soon. They're pretty powerful. I think they have like 7k health. Yeah, there they are. Boy. Old kings. But either way, they're trying to get forward, not doing a great job. And I think the Siren Heads are blocking a lot of them from coming forward. But let's get that nice bridge overlay. Okay, the attackers have nearly made it across the bridge. Not a very good sign. Not a very good sign at all. With 2.87 million of them remaining, I believe is the number right there. A number of them have died over this way, which is good to see, but the fact that they will be getting across the bridge very soon is quite daunting. Of course, on the other side of said bridge will be some serious firepower of archers combined with SMLE riflemen, and they've already proven their mettle by eliminating quite a number of Siren Heads over here. But it'll be a whole different ball game once the horde crosses over. I'm hoping a bundle more of them will fall to their doom within the lava pit, but it's no guarantee. Although we are seeing a number of them doing just that, which is quite excellent for us. Very nice. We just need to continue to see that. Oh, it looks like actually like right around here is where we start to see riflemen firing, and we've also got the M1A2 Abrams back here firing away as well. So that's a little bonus once the Siren Heads get a little bit farther back. This one's going pretty crazy on a few samurai, but no kills. And he's gone. Yote straight over the edge. Gorgeous. Love to see it. Alright, let's go ahead and watch these catapults spamming fire into the Siren Heads as they slowly but surely come on forward here. Okay, it's been about 9 minutes, and we're starting to get that weird glitch where units hang out in the back instead of coming forward, which is really annoying because they said they fixed this glitch like 10 updates ago. So that sucks. Let me see if I can't just like get these guys moving again by giving them orders. Sometimes that will work. Doesn't seem to be right now, but at the very least, we do have attackers coming forward despite this glitch happening, which is good, but it's just very frustrating that it is happening. Hopefully it just kind of fixes itself here eventually. That's what we kind of need to see, but for now, let's just continue to watch. We got tons of rifle fire going out towards that guy right there, and lots of catapult fire going out too, which is good. Most of the melee units around here are dead. A lot of dead samurai around here, and Roman centurions are having a bad time at the moment. Very few Templars left alive, as these Siren Heads are The only thing coming forward, see, more are coming forward, just very slowly. There are Frankensteins and Pennywises and Ghostfaces and all the other monsters, except for Nazgul and Killer Clowns are still not really here. Oh, here we go. There's a big surge. I don't know why they're doing this, especially when supposedly this was fixed. It just doesn't seem to be now. But hey, you know what? The Earth Defenders still have their hands full with all of these guys coming forward, so at least there's still action going on. Oh, the great beastly migration is happening with tons of these guys coming off of the bridge now. Still a bunch stuck, but many more on their way, unsticking. A lot of them have died here, and luckily the M1A2 Abrams are kind of peppering them with that explosive fire, causing them to jump up and things like that. But they have mostly taken down all of the catapults from what I can see. So I think there is going to be some serious danger going forward, but with more of our projectile units further back, we might be able to see a little bit of a comeback here. They were doing very well at the beginning. Now our defenders are not doing as well, but I'm proud to say we have still many more soldiers to go. Let's watch these guys atop the wall firing away at the oncomers, and hopefully those M1A2s can really clutch it up for us here, along with the riflemen. Remember, we've still got modern soldiers further back, so that's good too. Either way, 2.5 million horror monsters coming forward and 228,000 defenders still alive. Okay, we are seeing our boys still holding. Look at all the Siren Heads dead out here. Kind of ended up being the only beast to come forward. The rest are all stuck behind them. I'm going to try again to get these guys to all move forward. Hopefully that kind of reinvigorates them, but for now, it's just kind of random Siren Heads out here trying to clean up some samurai. They are getting kills. We're down to 154,000 defenders and 2.4 million attackers. Although the attackers are obviously not really coming forward right now, which is frustrating. Let's do just a bird's eye view here of the attacking. Alright, I think we've entered full-on glitch mode here, where all of the Siren Heads are now stuck. Probably half of the Siren Heads have died? Yeah. We're at 2.2 million remaining attackers, 152,000 defenders, but this glitch, which is supposed to be gone, is completely stopping us. So let's get rid of the Siren Heads. Alright, I replaced the Siren Heads with 2 million skeletons. Wait, I don't even see a single one. How are there 2 million on the battlefield? Bruh. Where are they? They're somewhere out here. There we go. 2 million skeletons. They do have swords and shields, at the very least, but it's It's probably not going to be as powerful as 10,000 Siren Heads, but it is what it is. It is what it is, boys. Alright, the Pennywise's charge yet again. The very beginning of the battle should be very similar, I would assume, up until the bridge, which is kind of where the Siren Heads took over, and then they cleared the bridge. Took them quite a bit to do so. However, once they did clear the bridge, they then got glitched. I'm honestly not sure who would have won the last battle, because the M1A2 Abrams were ready, and they were stopping them whenever the Siren Heads got too close. Now, that being said, obviously, there's no way to know, and there were still a lot of Siren Heads and 2 million ground units on top of that. So they could have pulled through, potentially. They just didn't. But I'm hoping this makes up for it. I do apologize for the issues. But why don't we go ahead and watch them coming forward towards the bridge here as our Shermans on the front line fire away. Alright, well, it's been a bit here, and they have predictably gotten up to the Shermans, where now the Shermans are blasting away at them, and these guys have some serious armor, and without the Siren Heads, it's a lot harder to kill them, obviously. And they also have to go through the Templar Knights, which will be an additional problem, of course. But, that being said, they have a lot of soldiers left. 6.4 million remain, so they have a very good chance of actually doing it. It's just gonna take some time, so let's continue to watch them burn and churn, baby. Oh my goodness, barely any progress has been made in the last 20 minutes. This same line is still holding with 6.10 million horror monsters still remaining. Absurdity. I'm just gonna let this ride for a few hours. I might even go to bed, to be honest, and we'll just see what happens in the morning, because we've run through a lot of gigabytes of space. Well, gamers, it is now the next morning, and as you can see, the horror monsters ended up charging over the mountain, and, well, they built the mountain, actually. This is all bodies. Insane. And we have a very staunch defense going right now from World War I soldiers, as well as M1A2 Abrams. Looks like the Spartans over here have been getting into some decent combat as well. And modern soldiers further behind them, protecting the Mumus. Oh lord, keep them safe, brothers. These guys are floating. They're supposed to be down on the wall, but it's glitched. That's fine. Whatever. Okay. Well, 1 million attackers remain out of their 7 million and 124,000 defenders. I'm pretty sure the defenders will just win this, but we'll go ahead and let it ride anyway. Another hour has gone by now, and there's only 240,000 units remaining. They're pretty much all Nazguls, because they were kind of in the back, I believe, of the attackers. So why don't we go ahead, since they're obviously not going to win, let's just drop the nuke on them. Skadoosh. Oh, incredible. Wow. Big boom boom. Very nice. Love to see. Obviously, the defenders win this one. It's too bad that the Siren Heads did glitch, but I'm glad we got to do some Halloween Horror Nights style battles here and have some fun with that, because it's always good to get into the spooky season as much as possible. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Please let me know how your Halloween goes, if you're gonna do anything, or just stay in and watch some spooky movies, something like that. That might be what me and Zelda do, and see if we get any trick-or-treaters, although we never do, because trunk-or-treat kind of took over. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.